Hi guys and welcome back to Lucy's Car Beat Solo. Today's video is going to be a 1 year on Q&A. So right Jack, I'm just talking to my friends. So I'm going to answer some questions you guys have asked me. First question, do you haggle with the kids selling the toys? Depending on the age of the kids, yes. 99% time I'm normally adults, but if the kids are at like 8, 9, I do try. And if it says like table, I definitely try. Do you sell on any other sites, aka Facebook Marketplace, Etsy, Vintage, etc.? Sometimes Facebook Marketplace, but we're mainly eBay. Does reselling ever get repetitive? If so, what do you do to shake things up? Yeah, it can do, but I don't really do anything to shake it up. I do try and buy one thing I've never sold before at each car boot sale. Do you really plan on reselling to become your full-time job? It pretty much is now. Like, I do my other YouTube channel on the side, which is kind of being, my earring's stuck at the moment, okay. Kind of being rejected, like pushed back. But at the moment, eBay is my priority and this channel, so I guess it is full time. Will you ever learn to drive to take yourself to a car boot sale? That is the... Jack, stop it! Will you ever learn to drive to take yourself to the car boot sale? Yes. My aim is to have at least one driving lessons by the end, around December time this year. That's an aim. But I wouldn't want to go straight on the road because of my anxiety. I want to go to one of these like course driving lessons, if you know what I mean. When do you just give up on an item that just won't sell? So we try it about 3 to 4 times. After that, it either gets donated to a charity shop, taken back to a car boot sale, or dumped, depending on the item, the condition. Would you ever give up reselling? No. Even if I found something that made me £1 billion, I would probably still do reselling. Do you source regularly from charity shop? Not quite yet. The main reason we don't is our charity shops around us, the price can be high, especially on some items, and then there's some items it's low because it's missing stuff. Charity shops are a bit hit and miss around where we live. Plus they're quite spread out, so you would need to drive, and my mum takes me everywhere at the moment, so I don't like asking her to take me to all the charity shopping Basingstoke and surrounding areas. Do you find charity shop price quite high? Yes. Do you source from Facebook Marketplace? Yeah, that is our other sourcing method in the winter. Do you ever sell the stock you can't sell back at the car boot sale? Yes. Do you like the early starts at the car boot sale, or would you prefer them to start later? I don't mind either way, to be honest. Right now my dog Jack is getting me up between 6:30 and 10 to 7. Before, when he had a sister, he used to didn't get up until 7:30. So I'm having to be up at that like earlier every day. So yeah. How long did it take you to list an item? I have never timed myself, but it depends on the item. If it's a single plush, probably 5 to 10 minutes. If it's something like a bundle of stuff, probably 20 minutes, maybe more, depending on how much details I have to put in the listing. Did lockdown affect eBay? A little bit, not much, because we had the stock backed up. We always keep our amount of stock back for that reason. So we did have stock to sell, and our eBay did have stuff on, and it was selling because no one could go out and buy the stuff. So it did actually put a boom in our eBay. Do you do Amazon sales? Nope. Do you ever research at car boot sales? Sometimes now. Before, no. I just went off gut instincts. How do you know how to price items? I look at what we sold previous, and then now I look at what's selling, and that's how I go, like, try and compare if it's gone up or down in value. Why don't you do buy it now? Personal choice at the moment. We have recently started this last week just gone to do best offer, and we had 4 things to sell on best offer. So yeah. How many steps do you do around a car boot sale? I'll have a look because I went to one on Sunday and it should. Like, let's see if I can go back to Sunday. Sunday, you just tell me. So last Sunday I did about 9,765 steps in a whole day. Let's go back to the on Sunday the 12th of March, 7,124 steps. So it depends on the boot sale. What day was that? Sunday the 5th of March I did around 9,000 steps. Saturday the 4th of March I did over 12,000 steps. So again, it depends on the boot sale. Do you do free postage? Nope. Do you sell breakables? We've only ever sold one breakable. Do you sell clothes? The thing with clothes, see, Mum wants us to sell clothes, but I can't tell if it's real or fake. Like, and our eBay has been bought, made around toys. So my dogs come to see me. He's a good boy. He's a good boy. So most of the time, it's done around toys. So if we start adding clothes in it, yeah, we might get new customers, but it might throw off our old customers. Like, I don't know what to do. And if it's fake, how, like, yeah. Are you in any reselling groups? Yes, I am now. Do you do offers? We have done in the last week. How was filming the first car boot sale? Nerve-wracking. Jack, don't chew that. No. Dirty dog. You found a mint on the floor. You can't have mints. You know your breath does stink. It was very nerve-wracking. My first one was Way Hill, which starts up next Sunday, fingers crossed. So that was the first one I ever filmed last year, 20th of March. So yeah. Do you use the global shipping program? Yes. Do you cross list? No. Do you ever do whole job lots or off auctions? No. Do you buy from auction to resell? Nope. Do you buy return pallets to resell? No, but in the future, this year or next, I definitely will be buying a return toy pallet to see if we can resell it. And I will be doing a video on it. How did you get into reselling? So I've told this story many times. So when I was 16, I had a friend over and I still had all my dollies, Baby Annabelle and Baby Born, and a couple of choo-choos. And these are baby dolls, like the Annabelle's taught, the Baby Borns did stuff. Anyway, I had quite a few. I had about 20 of these dolls. And they were in a corner of my room in cots and stuff, and I had wardrobes and clothes, I had everything. A friend of mine came over at the time, we played all day with them. But then, I wanted to invite other friends around that weren't into dolls. And, not saying I was going to get bullied, but I was worried about getting bullied. Because I had been bullied right up to the stage, and trying to make friends at a 16-year-old at special needs school was quite difficult. So, we already went to boot sales, and we said to my sisters, oh, we're going to take all this doll stuff back to the boot sale. And Kerry said, well, don't just take it back. She has an awful lot. Why don't you try it on Kerry's eBay at the time? Kerry's my sister. So, we were like, okay, maybe we'll do that. So, we tried it on my sister's eBay. And it flew. And some went to Germany. This was before the global shipping program. Some went to America, some went to Germany, some went to Finland. Places that couldn't get these dolls. Anyway, the moral of the story is then me and Mum were like, hang on a second. We go to car boot sale. These dolls are at car boot sales. This stuff is at car boot sales. We were buying it for ourselves before. This could actually work out in our favour. So when I turned 18, it all went into like Mum's name and stuff. So it's technically Mum's account, but we share it. I do the list and stuff. So yeah, it was my sister's old eBay. We sold all my dolls on it. Basically everything changed over when I was old enough. And yeah, it was just a start. It came out of the blue, to be honest, because originally I wanted to be a gardener, then I wanted to be a vet, then I wanted to be a dog groomer, and then I became a reseller. Would you ever sell on Amazon? No, I think that's quite a lot of hassle. Who do you use to ship your parcel? So we do use this website called Parcels to Go, and we use Every. It's always the cheapest most of the time. Sometimes Parcelforce and sometimes Romail, depending on the item. Recently eBay's had an offer on their labels, so we've been using Every through there. But 95% it's Parcels to Go website. Do you only post abroad by GSP? Yes, because we haven't worked out how to add an extra thing on as well. So yeah. Do you pack items once listed? More likely once I bid on it, but it's hard because I'm trying to remember what's in each box. And if someone wants more than one of the items and you want to combine post it, you've got to mix the items up. So it's a bit tricky sometimes. Have you ever, do you combine postage? Yes. Have you ever had a parcel lost? Only a couple, and Hermes have refunded us. Do you use Packlink? Don't. If that's to do with eBay and how you get the labels through eBay, we've used them recently. But other than that, no. Do you take photos on your phone? No. I use my digital camera. Do you remove background from your photo? No. We try and do it on a white background. Do you promote your listings? No. Will you list what items you use to pack and stuff? Yes. Can you tell fake stuff? No. Have you ever had an issue with a reseller? Not as far as I know. Have you ever been to a reseller meetup? No. Have you ever been ripped off by a car pizza? Yes. When they say the thing works, get home you try the batteries and it doesn't. Have you been ripped off by an eBay customer? Don't say ripped off. I see some people take the mick because they get the item and either the kid broke it and they try and get a refund or something's happened. But I don't personally think we've been ripped off yet. But yeah. What's the worst excuse people use when they want to cancel a bid? My child bid on it. My pet sat on my laptop. Blah blah blah. Well, there's parent permissions and there's password controls. Like, it's just a load of lies. Would you ever sell on Amazon? I've already answered that, no. Would you ever move into an office away from home? If it got to that size, yes, but at the moment, no. Would you ever get someone other than your mum in to help you? It really depends on the situation. Like I said, if we got an office out away from home, possibly, but realistically, no. Do you test the games you sell? We don't, if you mean video games, not really, because how can you test the video games if you haven't got the video consoles? So, yeah. Do you and your mum have your own eBay or do you share one? We share one. Do you keep documents? I do all the Excel stuff and then it gets sent to my mum sends it on to my auntie who's an accountant and stuff. If the item you buy have a missing piece, what do you do? Depends on what the missing piece is. If it's like one time thing and it doesn't affect it, that's fine. If it's loads of things, then we'll either bin it or charity shop it depending on the situation. Do you do garage sale, trails or jumbo sales? The reason I don't do jumbo sales, I hate the organisation of jumbo sales. It's just chaos. Unless you're the first one in there, you're getting trampled on, you're getting pushed, you're getting shoved. Yeah, it's not for me. And Gary Sarah trails around here in Basingstoke aren't very good. Why do people share stuff on YouTube? I think it's to give other people the knowledge and like it's fun. Where do you get your stock from? Mostly car boot sales, Facebook Marketplace, and then charity shops. Do you find Facebook Marketplace higher priced? Yes, but sometimes you get more for your money. Have you ever had repairs done? So when my dad was alive in 2020, he used to, if a battery spring was corroded, he used to weld it off and like solder on a new one, and it 95% of the time fixed stuff. Unfortunately, before he passed, he didn't teach me or mum how to do it, so unfortunately we can't fix stuff now. But yes, we have fixed stuff in the past. Do you know how many people watch on your items? Yes. What's your name of your eBay store or eBay name? I don't give out my eBay store name, because personally I don't think it's a wise idea to put that all over the internet for any Tom, Dick or Harry to see, because you don't know what idiots are out there. So yeah. Would you ever get a bigger vehicle for going to the car boot sales? Yes. The furthest you travel to a car boot sale? We go up to Oxford at the moment, which isn't too far, but there's two big ones we want to try this year. One in Maidenhead, one in High Wycombe, well West Wycombe at the moment. But we want to try those two. But yeah, we're actually going to be on holiday in Cornwall this year, and we're going to be trying a couple. Do you take petrol in account when you're doing your accounts? Technically no, because I don't know why we just don't take petrol into account. Probably should, but how many car boot sales do you do in a day? I know we have done 3 in the past once. But it depends on the weekend. If it's a hot day, if it's a nice day, we try and get as many in that weekend as possible. But mostly we do 1 or 2 a day. Yeah. Do you give away any freebies? Unlikely, but yeah. Have you ever had the police called to a car boot sale? Don't think we've ever had the police called to our car boot sales. We have had ambulances at our car boot sales, but I don't think we've had any police. Have you ever witnessed a fight at a car boot sale? Not really a fight, I've witnessed lots of arguments. Yeah. How do you plan and process your day? So today's plan is, obviously I've got to film this video. I've got to get the stuff that's sold Friday, Saturday and Sunday and Monday out. I've got to film the sale videos. So if we're talking about boot sale, I get up at between, depending on the boot sale, between 4:30 and 5:30. Sometimes later, depending on the boot sale. Get up, feed my dog, let him out. Make sure we got all the bags ready and stuff in the car. If I'm taking my trolley, I put that in. Then I get Mum when he gets up, like between the times I get up. Then we go to the boot sale, get the stuff. Then I come home. I chill for a bit, but I'm not a daytime napper. My mum will sleep in the chair. I'll chill and watch some videos or edit other videos that I've got to get edited. Then I'll go and edit, start importing the footage from the boot sale. Then I will get the haul set up in and set up on the table, and then I will film the haul, add that to the imported footage, edit through that, which takes most of the Sunday afternoon out, and then Sunday evening I chill. Monday morning is probably a busy day for us, so if it's the week we listed, we've got to get out everything that's packed, everything that's sold, and I've got to do the sale videos. Mum takes a sleeping tablet Monday, so I have to get all that out by myself. Then she comes up, gets up and starts packing the items that I've put in the kitchen that I've done from the sale video. And then we go and take those parcels And we sometimes go to a garden centre to get boxes, but the garden centre we were going to has now been changed to another garden centre. At the moment it's got some boxes, but it doesn't have the really small ones we liked. So it's quite tricky to get small boxes for us now. That's what a Monday is, after a weekend after everything sells. The weekend we got nothing on. So obviously I do the same on Sunday as I do, but the Monday I get up, make sure the video is edited and uploading, then I will start photographing the stuff from the Sunday, the weekend, and getting it up. And Tuesday is normally a photographing day, etc, etc. Why do you only use bids and not buy it now? Like I said, it's what we've always based our account on, and it's what we prefer. As we get bigger, we probably change it, but for now, it's what we prefer. What platforms do you sell on? Just eBay and sometimes Facebook Marketplace, really depends. Have you always done reselling or have you worked in retail? No, I have always done reselling. I went to college to do animal care and horticulture, and I got all the grades, but I had already started getting into reselling at that point. Do you take naps when you get back from the car boot sale? I bloody wish. So we get back from the car boot sale, I come and set up my laptop over there. I either watch car boot sale videos that were uploaded Saturday, and then after that I start importing the footage from what we've just filmed on Sunday. When my mum is snoring asleep in this chair, snoring her head off. The thing with me is I'm always tired and I always want to sleep, but I've never ever been a daytime sleeper. I just can't. Unless I'm ill, I cannot sleep in the daytime or just burn out. I just can't sleep in the daytime. So I get on and get stuff done so that I can get to bed a bit earlier. Average sleep you get in a week, so I can look this up because I've got my Fitbit. So I got 7 hours today. I got 7 hours yesterday. 6 hours the day before. 6 hours the day before. 6 hours. 6 hours. 7 hours. 7, 17. 6, 6. So I get between, my best night was the 6th of March. I got 8 hours 6 minutes. My best night recently. Worst night was the 4th of March. 4 hours. So yeah, I get between 6 and 7 hours of sleep, when you're supposed to be getting 8 hours of sleep a day. Average. How do you prepare yourself for the car boot sale? So from buying, we make sure we get money out Friday and change it at the Bullplex, because that's where we get our change from. Last week we went into town and got changed, so we didn't annoy the bowling alley. And then we make sure the bugs are in the car and stuff, etc. So we can just get in the car and go. Where do you get your change from? So 95% of the time we go to the Hollywood Bowlplex bowling alley thing, and we get change from there. So I got a really itchy head this morning. Last week we went actually into town and Mum went up to the counter and I got £5 notes out of the cash point. But yeah, where did you buy your trolley? My first trolley came from Amazon. My second trolley, the one I use now, came from B&M in the garden section. So yeah. You said you wanted to upgrade your trolley to what? Aren't they all the same? No, there is a deeper one that the range does. This one is 80 quid. But my friend Jim's got one and it's a lot deeper. And it's got sturdier wheels. So I do want to upgrade. Do you prepare for car boot sale with exercise? No. I used to, but I haven't been able to because of my toe issue, sciatica issue, and all that I've had recently. So I haven't been able to. But yeah, as soon as I can get my treadmill and exercise bike down again, I will be. now I can get trainers on. But yeah, a couple more questions and we're nearly done. Seal. If you could sell anything else, what would it be and why? If I had not sold toys, it would be like video games and stuff, but I don't know much about them, so I'm still learning, so yeah. If it hadn't been video games, it would probably be clothing, but like I said before, I can't tell fakes from real. What's the biggest mistake you bought a lot of? Ooh. See, the thing is, we just buy toys, and yeah, they make little mistakes here and there, but the main, like, as long as you've got some good bits in with those bundles, you're fine. I think last year's biggest mistake was the Playmobil bundle we bought at the first boot sale. One of the boot sales Way Hill ones. It's probably the most viewed one now. We paid £100 for this Playmobil, 120, I can't remember. But it wasn't as good as they made out. It was missing parts and stuff. So yeah. What item would you love to find at boot sale? Ooh. Probably like a, I don't know, rare, we found Hello Kitty Build-A-Bear, but like another rare Hello Kitty Build-A-Bear or another rare bear. Something that would make us a decent amount of profit. Again, I would love to find some more My Scene dolls because they made me an awful lot of profit. Have you ever been scammed on eBay, Facebook Marketplace? Yes, we have on Facebook Marketplace. There's a video here, and at the moment we're trying to get the stuff picked up we've bought, but it's been 4 weeks now, and she's given us the reasons and it could be true, and she has shown us proof it's true, but the issue is, we go away soon, so if we don't have some of these items, we're going to have to just get our money back, but then it's awkward for her to give the money back. And Mum's just giving her the benefit of the doubt, and I'm getting really annoyed at Mum, and then it's getting into arguments, and it's just awkward situation at the moment. The last question is, do you put thank you notes in with your items that you sell, or is that just me that does that? So, we did, and we will do again. We've actually run out, that's the thing. I sell so much, I sell 100 items. Well, I list 100 items every 2 weeks. I bought 100 cards once and they went in within like 2 weeks. And we have these eBay feedback stickers to go on the front of the parcel. I've run out of both at this moment in time, but yes, we do put thank you notes in. So you're not the only one. I do that too. But yeah. Is there any more questions anywhere? No, I think that's it. So that's all the questions. I want to thank you so much for the 421 subscribers. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.